Okay, you said you started first working out when?
Man. My dad, you know, back in the day they called them gall shirts.
Okay, golf.
Golf. You know, today you say golf.
Golf, okay.
Yeah, but back in the day they said golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
Wow. This is where he left the LF out.
Right.
The F out.
Yes, sir. Be out there trying to cut wood and think they're gonna build me some muscle.
Talk up a little higher, just in case. So what were you trying to work on?
I was trying to work on this. The
Your chest or your arm?
The Cheerio dude. Yeah.
What? Hold on, Dad. Hold on. So it was a Cheerio dude on TV or something that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
And he had big arms.
Yeah, if you eat Cheerio, you know you get that big old and your muscle in.
Okay, the Cheerio. I think I seen one of those.
Yeah, so you know you did that to try to get muscles and stuff, and fly like Superboy and stuff. And, but I knew it was something, but it blanked. After that,
it was just working out.
Yeah, and I just always knew that if I work out and get sore, and then wait 2 or 3 more days that I get sore and do it again, I would swear.
You get a little bigger.
Yeah.
Big fella.
Oh.
I got the gun.
Yeah. Give me some of these in.
How old were you think? When you first started saying I'm gonna work out for a reason, how old you think you were?
I'm gonna say a good reason, I'm gonna say 13 or 14.
Okay.
I'm gonna work out to get me some mother too. You grab me, I'm gonna grab you back.
Okay. So you was working out to look good, but to defend yourself.
Yes, sir. That's the main thing to work out for, man.
To defend yourself back then.
Sir. But you don't do it to, beat nobody up. You just doing it to, hey, that's your culture, man.
Keep people off of you though.
Yeah. You don't want nobody working and smack you upside the head and you can't do nothing yet.
Well, that was a reputation you had to live with. If that happened, especially in the small communities, right? If you just want to get beat up all the time, everybody want to beat you up.
Everybody had to get some weight on. My doctor said you ain't supposed to weigh nothing but 173 pounds, Mr. Wright. So your height and stuff, that's all you supposed to weigh. I told him, I laughed and smiled, and I told him real nice. I said, sir, where I came from, you had to leave with 2 and some change.
Yeah. That's just meant to leave you alone.
Yeah, that's right. They'll look big anyway. If you're 200, you can buck up a little bit and look a little bigger.
Look big.
That's where it was in our neighborhood. But as I grew older, man, you do it to keep your body in halfway good shape. It's gonna swag. I don't give a what you do to it. Hey, that body's gonna swag sooner or later.
You gotta think too, Dad. Now let's talk about this for a second, right? Because as we transition into this conversation, think about all your life you had to defend yourself after you were able to. Because when you were younger, you just was abused and used. Right? Hey, pick the cotton. Hey, get in there and make that fire every morning.
Yes, sir.
Hey, nobody's talking to you. After you make the fire, move.
Yeah, get out there.
Right? And then don't even ask for something to eat before you go work.
What?
Like, why I gotta feed you this fat back and bread?
That piece of bread.
Like, get on somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? So now, once you became old enough to say, hey, you know what? There's certain things I can say I'm not gonna do. So let me get a little bigger. Because back then, most of it was done with a fist.
Right.
When you was like saying, hey man, I'm not doing it anymore, you had to be able to back it up, I'm not doing it.
Right.
Or somebody was going to get you and make you do it because they whoop you.
Right.
They beat you. You get over there. You know?
Hey, you can only get a whooping for so long and that don't hurt no more.
Yes, sir.
That's just like getting kicked upside the head with that martial art and stuff. And it don't hurt like that no more.
Yes, sir.
You can take it. So that's kind of like my life was coming up, you know what I'm saying? By me being the only dude in the family and stuff, and the rest of them were girls and stuff like that. But, and I had to take up for them as well.
Yeah. At a certain age, yeah. Now, hold on now. Now, at a certain age, before that age where you took up from them, I'm sure They put some whippings on you.
Yeah, they get me. They get me. Run me, I had to get light, man.
Yeah, you had to go.
Yeah, I wasn't going to fight them back.
Yeah, because they're your sisters, right?
You know, right.
Yeah.
So I just had to break camp.
And that's normal. That's normal in families.
But
right?
I mess around, old dog up in the edge of the woods used to come up there every day. Big old dog. In the edge of the woods up by the house where we lived. I used to take him bread up there and throw to him. And guess what? He came home with me.
He started liking you.
Yes, sir. And guess what again?
What?
They couldn't mess with me no more.
Because the dog would get him.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? So they keep the dog. They keep the dog from getting them, and I knew he would.
Yeah.
I didn't mean the dog to go off in the bushes somewhere. Off in the pastures and stuff.
Yeah.
Fish, snakes and stuff.
Ain't they big?
Mess with little fishes in the beans and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
Talking to you, man.
yes, yeah, I hear, yes, I hear. So
He complimenting you, Rick.
yes, ma'am. One of the things that I think everybody had to get to a certain age to say, hey, you know what? I need to have a little say-so in what I do or I'm told to do. And man, every person has to defend their space sometimes. And it might be against family, friends, or loved ones, right? Not just strangers.
You got, in other words, you got to keep on your property while you're here. You got to keep things off of us, it's a critter.
Yes, sir.
In other words, just like human beings, keep the snakes away.
Yes, sir. Keep the snakes away.
You ain't got to kill them. They throw something out in the edge of the property to keep them from coming in.
It's called deterrence.
Right.
Now, working out at a young age, you was deterring people messing with you.
Right.
That's to keep the snakes away from you, right?
That's right.
So now, think about. Let's think about working out. Let's think about getting fit enough to be able to have say-so in your life. Now, you had to do that longer than the average human had to do it, right? Yeah, you know why? Because you had some prison time. So in that time, you had to keep doing this to keep mugs up off you because you were in a confined space and you know the deal, right? And it wasn't like you can go down the street and get away from it.
Right.
You had to deal with it.
You in there with it.
You can't go there
That's
tomorrow.
why I always tell them, you shouldn't have did it, man. Don't do it. Because you go off in that prison where people don't care.
Yes, sir.
People that sit on the commode like this and boo-boo and have a sandwich, they draw down here. And they got the sandwich laying down the seat that they draw, dude.
Eating it.
Yeah. And boo-booing on at the same time.
You see all kind of stuff, right?
You can't go in there. You know what I'm saying? And you might go in there and see a dude scratch or nothing like that. Hey man, y'all need to go in. I gotta use the bathroom. It's a mess. It make you say, boy, if I get out of this, it ain't the point in being scared, but it's so nasty and people don't care.
It's dehumanizing.
I ain't coming back.
They call it dehumanization, right?
Man, that's
now,
nasty.
Society will say that's supposed to deter people from going in, and it should.
Yeah, they
right?
got a design for that.
To deter,
right.
They working out, right?
That's right.
To deter.
It's a sign up over the detention center. Says you are not at Burger King. You do not have it your way, sir. Once you step up in there, your rights are gone. You ain't got no right no more.
So everybody that's listening to this, one of the things in this message is, and we're going to call today, I have no clue what to call it, but let's call it deterrence, working out to deter. What are some ways that we can work out with weights, kind of like me and Dad doing? You know, we're kind of just working out to not get too sickly as we get old, to kind of stay kind of fit, you know, make your body work.
Around and stuff.
Yeah. You can work out your mind by reading and surrounding your space with people who are trying to create something instead of consuming everything that they touch or they come in contact with. You can do it by making sure you track your health, preventive medicine, you know, like colonoscopies, getting your blood pressure checked. All this is deterrence, and it's called working out. What does it deter? I'm going to just say deterioration, right? Deterioration of the mind, deterioration of the body.
I see that.
Right?
I work with that, yeah.
Yeah, and let's call it also, people get stuck in their ways. But their ways not always conducive for growth.
Right.
Sometimes it's a fear, right, Dad? People will recluse themselves. Oh, I'm just like this because I'm afraid to learn.
Yeah.
Because I haven't, so I can't read right. So I'm afraid to.
Fear is disaster. Fear is disaster.
Yes, sir.
For nothing. I wish I had knew that a long time ago. But I almost let it slip by. I said, I wish I had knew this a long time ago. Fear is disaster. You don't fear nothing. Nothing or no one. You go for what you know.
So let's change the topic then.
Right,
we're gonna retitle this.
Okay.
Fear is disaster.
That's what it is.
Hey everybody, so it's retitled Fear is Disaster. And that makes total sense to me. Why? Because you're destroying your opportunity if you're afraid.
Right. Exactly.
You're destroying your ability to grow.
Yep.
If you're afraid to go to the doctor to get a colonoscopy or your prostate check or your breast check, you are afraid and you're going to destroy yourself because you might have cancer in your chest.
You need to go and see.
Yes, sir.
You need to get that check.
Yes, sir.
The young Spanish and black men are the highest.
Yeah, they're the highest group.
Yeah.
Because of the diet.
Right. He tell them, the doctor tell you this, that at 40, you need to go and let that man stick your finger up your ass.
Yes,
put it, you know, grab it.
Get your prostate checked.
Yeah.
And there's nothing
wrong with
feminine about it. Ain't nothing gay about it.
Ain't nothing gay about it.
It's just a preventive
measure. But you got dudes who man? Ain't nobody
yes,
gonna
sir.
put their finger in my behind. You
Yes,
out
sir.
your mind, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you a punk if you don't do it.
And then they have prostate cancer for the past 8
die.
years. And never
Die
knew.
from it when they can prolong it or take it out.
Yes, sir. 100%.
Yeah.
And so let's look at it like that. So let's look at that disaster. So if we say it's disastrous because you're afraid, how many people are afraid to face their lives?
Wow.
Right? So we can say, hey, we can say, hey, I am a drug addict. But instead of facing that I am a drug addict, I continue to do drugs because I'm afraid of myself.
You know what, man? Yeah.
I'm afraid of myself.
Instead of, you know what, don't hide. Just like I said, you can't be afraid, man. Whatever you do it. That's on you. You doing that. You know, hey, you rung a bell when you said drugs.
Yes, sir.
If you're on drugs, you know, don't lie about it. Don't try to hide it. The world knows, they know you on it.
Because there's certain things you just don't do when...
Right. And the dude you getting it from telling it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Old Lee come away and get him $4,000 or $5,000 whatever so often and stuff.
Oh, Lee a junkie, man.
Yeah.
Don't listen to nothing he says.
Right. You don't know it. He don't look like it, but he buying it, man.
100%.
Yeah. You know, don't hide nothing if you do something I own up to you that you do it. That's why I ain't never really had no problem with the police. If they catch me dirty, hey, you got me, man.
Yeah.
You know, I talk, hey, you got me. Hey, you did your job.
Pause for a second.